Well, hello friends and welcome. Today, the day I'm posting this will be Saturday, March 5th, so happy March. Spring is not far away. March, the transition from February to March always makes me feel like winter may end, so I'm glad for that. I'm actually recording this on Friday, March 4th. I knew I wasn't going to have time tomorrow to do a video, and I wanted to make sure that I posted something this weekend because I skipped at least 1 week. I might have skipped two weeks in these updates. And as I mentioned the last time I did an update, they're probably going to be a bit spotty from here on out, and my restoration videos also might slow down a bit, so I may not be able to continue to post those every week, at least for a few months. And there's a reason for that, and I've got a story. Some things have been happening recently that I wanted to share with you all. And it's not a comfortable story, and it's not something that necessarily all of you are going to want to listen to. So, feel free to move on if you like. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Certainly, but I have reasons for wanting to tell this story that I hope you'll at least hear me out on. So, back at shortly after the new year began, let me back up for a minute. I am absolutely fine, and I'm going to be fine, and everything is good. So, I'll start off by saying that because I don't want to worry anyone. But I do want to inform people. So back around shortly after New Year, I developed some pain, what I thought was a pulled muscle in my chest. And I went along with it for a week or so, just thinking, well, this is going to go away, and it didn't go away. And I was just kind of living with it. And then one evening, towards the, maybe the end of the first week in January, I was kind of massaging, trying to get this pain out. And I realized that there was something amiss. There was, didn't feel right. There was a lump under the skin. And I thought, well, that's not a good thing. I should probably go and get that checked and see what it is. Went to the doctor. The doctor said, this isn't good at all. We got to get some x-rays and scans and everything. And, wound up getting x-rays and scans. And in short, I was diagnosed as having a suspicious mass that was highly likely to be cancerous. And on January 19th, I underwent a relatively minor surgery, an outpatient surgery, to have this mass removed. And what this turned out to be was male breast cancer. Now, I knew that there was such a thing as male breast cancer, and I'm sure that many of you do, maybe some of you don't. And the reason I wanted to make this video was to make sure that you all do. I know the majority of my audience is men. There certainly are there's a 10% female population, and I really appreciate you girls watching, but you're all tuned into this stuff because it's a bigger issue for women. It's much more common. It's extremely rare in men. There's only about 2,000 cases a year of this in men, so this is a very rare problem. The big issue with it, though, is that it's generally not symptomatic, and the doctors tell me that this mass was probably not causing the pain that I had. There probably was a different cause, probably an actual pulled muscle or something, and it's just by chance that I happened to find this. It was very small. The doctors the doctor that removed it told me that she couldn't believe that I was able to even feel it. There was plenty of tissue around it. I'm a big guy, so it paid off for me in this case. They were able to take a lot of the tissue out around it. They checked lymph nodes nearby, and basically they think they got 100%. There was no evidence that it had spread outside of that small defined area. So that's a relief. That's really good. I caught this early. The problem is most guys don't. We're not trained to look for this. We're not told to think about it. And that's terrible, because if this would have gone 6, 12 months, 2 years before I noticed it, I'd be in a really different situation right now than I am. And I'd probably be in a situation where I'm fighting for my life. What I am doing is I began 2 weeks ago today, I began prophylactic chemotherapy. So this is a procedure that's basically, I'm being given chemotherapy as if I had, as if the cancer had spread. Because they say that at this point, in the next 15 to 20 years, there's maybe a 20% chance of recurrence. If I go through the chemotherapy, that's less than 2%. So it's a really reasonable thing to do. It's not a fun thing to do. It's not as bad as many other people have to go through, so I'm thankful for that. But it's knocking me down. Right now I feel great. I feel normal. Last week I was pretty bad. And I'm not complaining about it, because I'm grateful that the therapy exists and that it's going to help me live a good long life. But at the same time, it's not exactly conducive to making YouTube videos when you feel that way. So that's the reason I've been absent. That's the reason my appearances are going to be spotty. But I pretty much plan on pushing through as if everything is normal. So far, things are pretty normal. There have been side effects, but you can deal with them with medication. The people, the doctors and nurses that I'm dealing with are wonderfully helpful and supportive. I've met some other patients that are, just wonderful people and strong people battling things much, much worse than I am. All is good. And the message that I wanted to give you today, and what I really hope you take away from this, is that you guys need to learn about this. You need to check for this. There's videos out there showing how to do it. There's books. Talk to your doctor about it. Find out what you need to do. Because if you don't catch this, it'll catch you eventually. And other guys in your life, you got brothers, you got sons, tell them about this. Don't be embarrassed, because as guys, we don't like to talk about it. And to be honest with you, I've tried to make this video about 5 times now, because I don't like to talk about it. But, I care about y'all. And I don't want people getting caught by this unaware just because they didn't have the opportunity to learn about it. So that's really about all I wanted to say. I will continue videoing. My hair is starting to come loose, and I'm probably going to, this weekend, just have that taken off, because there's no point in letting it fall out when it's beginning to. I knew that was a risk. It was very likely to happen, and so next time you see me, I'll probably be wearing a baseball cap, which is okay. It comes back after everything's done. And it looks like this is going to be going on for a few months. It's every 3 weeks for 6 cycles. So 18 weeks total, 2 down, so another 16 weeks to go, and then I'll be in the clear. So I'm going to disable the comments for this video, because I know you all care, and I know you all have good intentions, and I don't want you to spend the time and the energy on that. I'm good. I'm just fine. I do want you to spend the time and energy on yourselves and on the other guys in your life. Go ahead and take care of this. Make sure that this doesn't happen to you, or if it does, that it's minimal. It's a minimal problem, like it is for me. If you want to get in touch with me, my email address is on the About page of my YouTube page. So if anybody does want to get in touch, if you want to know more about this, for your own self, you want information, somebody that needs somebody to chat with about this, feel free. But I don't want to make this a thing. I don't want this to be a community thing where everybody's saying, "Oh, I hope you feel better," because I'm not about that. I'm more about pushing through this, acting normal, and just getting back to normal. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And I will look forward to talking to you again, hopefully next week. And we'll have more restoration videos coming up. I do have, we just finished the gourd calabash. which got some really nice comments tonight that I have to go and respond to. I'm glad that that's being well received. I've got another series that I'm just completing on that jumbo pipe that you might remember, that sort of custom-built looking pipe that I showed a few weeks back. And I've got some plans for things beyond that. Those videos are gonna be continuing because they're pretty easy to make ahead of time. It's just the Saturday morning things that I may or may not be up to them. So anyway, everyone take care, and I will look forward to seeing you again as soon as I can. Bye now.